Someone replied to your outreach. They're interested. They want to talk. And if you're like most people at this stage, the panic sets in immediately. I've seen beginners respond to that panic in 3 ways, and all 3 of them are wrong. Some over-prepare. They spend 2 days building a presentation for a call that should last 15 minutes. They create slide decks, write proposals, rehearse scripts, and then show up on the call so stiff and rehearsed that the conversation never feels natural. Some pitch immediately. The call starts, and within the first 60 seconds, they're already talking about ChatGPT, automation workflows, and AI implementation strategies before they know anything about the business. And some go too deep. What was supposed to be a 15-minute discovery call becomes a 2-hour marathon that exhausts the prospect, overwhelms you both, and somehow still ends without a clear next step. All 3 mistakes come from the same misunderstanding about what a discovery call is. So let me clear that up right now. A discovery call is not a sales call. It's not a strategy session. It's not a presentation. It is a conversation. A short, focused, 15-minute conversation with one purpose: to understand the business well enough to know whether an audit makes sense. That's it. You are not trying to close anything. You are not trying to impress anyone with your AI knowledge. You are not trying to solve their problems yet. You are simply exploring. Every discovery call you run should accomplish 3 things. Nothing more, nothing less. Goal 1, build trust. The prospect needs to feel that you understand their world and are genuinely interested in their business, not just trying to sell something. Trust is built through listening, not through talking. Goal 2, explain the process. They need to know what happens next. What is an audit? How long does it take? What will they actually receive? A clear, simple explanation removes uncertainty and keeps momentum moving forward. Goal 3, set the next step. Every call needs to end with a concrete next action, a form to fill out, a follow-up call already booked, a clear date on the calendar. If a call ends without a defined next step, deals die quietly, and you will never know why. Now let me give you the exact framework I want you to use for every discovery call. But first, let's talk about what you do before the call, because this is where most of the anxiety comes from, and the fix is simpler than you think. Spend 5 minutes researching the business. Check their website, look at their LinkedIn page, do a quick Google search. You want to walk into the call knowing what they sell, who their customers are, what industry they're in, and roughly how large the business is. You are not doing a deep dive. You are gathering just enough context to ask intelligent questions. That shift from figuring it out live to validating what I already understand changes everything about how you show up. You feel confident instead of reactive. Okay, the call itself. Opening, first 2 minutes. Start casually. Do not jump into AI. Do not mention automation. Do not start selling. Just start a human conversation. Something like, "Thanks for making time. I took a quick look at your business before the call. Really interesting what you're doing with something specific. Tell me a bit more about how things are running day to day." That one question, "Tell me how things are running day to day," will give you more useful information than any prepared pitch ever could. Discovery phase, minutes 2 to 10. Ask open-ended questions. Listen more than you talk. Take notes on everything. The questions I want you to use. What does your business mainly focus on right now? Walk me through what a typical day or week looks like operationally. What tasks or processes take up the most time on your team? Where do things slow down or get stuck? Have you experimented with any AI tools yet? Or is this relatively new territory for you? Notice what all of these have in common. They are open-ended. They invite explanation. They do not lead the prospect toward a predetermined answer. Your job in this phase is to understand, not to respond, not to solve, not to impress. Just understand. The handoff, minutes 10 to 13. Once you have a clear picture of their business, transition to explaining what happens next. Keep it simple. Keep it jargon-free. Something like this. Based on what you've shared, I can already see a few areas where AI tools could make a real difference. What I'll do is spend a couple of days reviewing your workflows and researching the best tools for your specific situation. Then we'll get on a second call where I walk you through exactly what I found, the automation opportunities, which tools to use, and what kind of time and cost savings you could realistically expect. That explanation does 4 things at once. It demonstrates competence. It sets clear expectations. It creates anticipation for the next call. And it removes any uncertainty about what they're agreeing to. The close. Final 2 minutes. This is the most important part of the entire call, and it is where most beginners completely drop the ball. Before you hang up, confirm 2 concrete next steps. Number 1, tell them you'll send a short intake form right after the call to collect some key information before the audit. Number 2, book the audit call right now, while you're still on the phone together. Do not say, "I'll send you a calendar link later." Open Calendly while you're on the call. Let's go ahead and get the audit call on the calendar right now while we're both here. What does your schedule look like next week? That habit, booking the next call before ending the current one, will save more deals than any follow-up email sequence ever could. When there is no scheduled next step, life gets in the way. Your prospect gets busy, your message gets buried, and the warm conversation turns cold. Don't let that happen. Book it before you hang up, every time. After the call, move fast. Send the intake form within 10 minutes of hanging up. Confirm the booked call via email. Organize your notes into 4 categories: their current situation, their pain points, their goals, the specific workflows that could benefit from AI. These notes become the foundation of your audit. The better your notes, the better your audit. The better your audit, the more likely they become a paying client. Here's the principle I want you to carry away from this lesson. The best discovery calls feel like conversations, not interviews, not pitches, not presentations. When a prospect hangs up thinking, "That person really understood my business," you have done your job perfectly. Everything else follows from that. Prepare for 5 minutes. Ask great questions. Listen more than you talk. Book the next call before you hang up. That is the entire formula. I'll see you in lesson 7.